Hello and welcome back to this damn full idealistic crusade. In this video, I wanted to review and talk about the wonderful book, The Making of the Italian Job by Matthew Field, which was done to tie in with the film's sort of anniversary relaunch that started back in 1999. And since I just revisited the film and talked about the Kino Lorber UHD release of the new Paramount 4K Master, I felt the need to go back and reread some of the books surrounding the film and the making of the film. And of course, the book on the film is Field's Making of book, which is still a wonderful book to pick up and read, even though it's still going over a lot of the same information that's covered in the various documentary pieces on the home video releases. It's still wonderful to go back to the source itself, and Field is not only the primary historian of the film, he did literally write the book on the film. This is the original printing from 2001. It's a nice oversized soft cover, but it's also got that sort of nice slight feel of it being a coffee table book. It's gone through a couple different printings, but you can still get it on the used market at a decent price. I'd always wanted to read it and nicely found this in a bookstore a long while ago. But this, of course, has the anniversary poster artwork campaign devised for the 1999 anniversary reissue. Carries over onto the spine, and the back is, of course, where we have the minis going through the sewer tunnel. Again, this is done with sort of the style and feel of it being a coffee table book. It runs to just under 150 pages, but also the layout is a bit bigger, so it is done to really show off the beautiful photographs that are included. The foreword is by Michael Dealey, the producer of the film, and we go through the entire process of the development and the production and the various drafts, especially once director Peter Collinson came on board, who is pictured right here. As you can see, there's a lot of beautiful photographs that are wonderfully printed, and the actual paper has a nice sort of higher quality feel with a slight glossiness to all the pages, so that again gives it that nice sort of premium coffee table book approach. We get nice little, basically little mini biography sections of the key crew and personnel, particularly the director, producer, and the writer Troy Kennedy Martin. And of course, it's all of the candid and on-set photographs that are probably the most rewarding, because you get to see everybody literally just hanging out and kind of enjoying themselves when they can, and to have them nicely printed in such quality is great. And then we get to the actual production section, which basically goes along with the actual shooting history of the film and how the script even developed in the process of making the film. And of course mentions all the on-set anecdotes and of course talking about the location shoot in Italy and shooting the car chase with the Remy Julien stunt team, editing the film, and then also various script tweaks that happened as well. And we even have some lovely high quality full-page color photos as well, which are nicely done. So it's not all black and white, and so you do get some color photos as well. I have an entire chapter on the car chase itself. There's the iconic Remy Julien. Here's, of course, a shot for preparing for the iconic jump between buildings. And I love this candid but very much cheekily staged on-set photo of Charlie Croker's mob with all of the cast and crew perfectly posed around. This photograph totally screams on days like these, doesn't it? There's an entire chapter on the promotion and marketing of the film, which of course talks about the notoriously inaccurate U.S. advertising campaign, which is also reproduced here with the U.S. lobby cards. And then towards the end, we also get talking about a 1999 reissue and trying to market the film for the 30th anniversary and how that was put together, which is something that you don't rarely seen gone over. So that was a nice touch. And then also talking about the sort of cult fandom that surrounds the film. And then we close with an exclusive Michael Caine interview that Matthew Field was able to conduct for this book in particular. So that's just a nice way to close the book that also makes it a bit more unique and a bit more fun for Caine fans and fans of the film to have this on their shelf for. So, this is just a wonderful book to have on the shelf. It does go into more concrete details than even some of the featurettes and documentaries that Field produced for the DVDs, Blu rays, and that's what's on the UHD as well. But because this is in book form, he's able to go over, facts, figures, and numbers much more clearly. But it is covering a lot of the same ground that you get in the documentaries and things. So, this is very much a nice piece to have for hardcore fans of the film, and it pops up occasionally in bookshops and stuff on the used market. And I don't think this is still in print anymore, but if I find it somewhere, I'll link it in the description below. But it's one of the nicer making of film books from the past 15, 20 plus years that not only has that sort of nice coffee table book, art book approach of having really great photos, but it also celebrates the film well and gets into the nitty gritty of the production, which not all making of books do. So that's why I wanted to just talk about it in video form quite briefly, because it's a nice book to come back to when you revisit the film. So, in short, I really enjoyed rereading Matthew Field's Making of the Italian Job, and if you're a big fan of the film, this really does belong on your bookshelf, although you will probably have to track down a used copy. So, if you're at all interested in this, I will leave relevant information in the description below, and I do highly encourage all fans of the film to have this on their bookshelf. So, as always, I hope my babblings about films, film books, and the world of the Italian Job has been at least somewhat fun and informative. Please do check out The Making of the Italian Job if you get the chance to, or if you're a big fan of the film, this is an absolute must. And as always, please do keep supporting your local independent bookstores wherever possible to help keep them in business. Keep reading print books, keep reading film books, and as always, thank you ever so much for watching.